think Toastmaster Mohan doesn't move left, two left feet. Okay? So I'm just trying to move the two left feet also. So today we have an amazing topic. Age is just not a number. Okay? So that's an amazing topic. A couple of days before, I mean this topic struck to me because somebody came and asked me, your dad, what will be his age? He'll be 65? He said like, you think my dad is 65? Yeah, he looks like 65. And then I told him he's around 82. Okay? My dad is so passionate, so much of energy, and he walks with so much of vigor that people can't make out that he's actually more than 80. So he doesn't show it. It shows in his fervor, passion, and whatever he does. So I think age is just a number because when people look at it, they can't even make out sometimes what your real age is. Let me talk about a very famous personality. This gentleman has started the biggest hospital chain in India, the Apollo Hospitals. When he first started his first hospital in Chennai, that he was at the age of 52. That is the time people start thinking about whether they should leave their career, relax a bit in life, or probably think that I should be doing something that's much more. But PC Reddy thought that I should start a hospital chain and make it one of the biggest hospital chains in India. And today, you find Apollo Hospital everywhere, in any nook and corner, and you go anywhere in Chennai, you find Apollo hospitals, Apollo dialysis, Apollo healthcare, everything. They're all over the place. And you won't believe it, even today, you go on a Sunday to Apollo Hospital head office, and you find PC Reddy sitting there for the entire day, looking at what he needs to do next. He's probably around 85 or something like that. But there's no questioning his passion. So I think age is just a number. I just remember a friend of mine who was studying with me in an MBA. He was just 20 and he worked for a pharmaceutical company. He did so well that his boss offered him to start a new startup at the age of 21. By the time he was 22, he made around 3 crores or 4 crores of money at the age of 22. By the age of 24, he went and joined a multinational company, a pharmaceutical company, as a country manager, and he was heading the India operations for the entire country. And this guy, actually, you might think that at 24, how can you manage a company? How can you be a country manager? You're too young for it. But then, age was just a number, and this guy went from strength to strength, and he's now running his own business, and one of the top healthcare businesses in India. So it's a beautiful topic. I think it's very important for us to understand the fact that age is not the criteria by which we should judge people. And I don't want to waste much time. We'll talk about this topic because it's very close to my heart. Let's get on to the main piece. Today we have an excellent meeting. We have 5 speakers, a mix of young speakers as well as seasoned speakers out here today. I think we're going to have an amazing session out here, the prepared speecher session. Then we have the extempore speaker session, which will be run by Toastmaster again, which will be very interesting. You'll be called to the stage and asked to give a speech in extempore manner. And finally, we have the evaluation session, which is an amazing session, which tells you whether your speech is good or not. Don't miss that session. And to actually handle that session, we have somebody like a general evaluator who runs this entire session, gives introduction of the evaluators, takes through that session, then after that gives you an evaluation of the entire session as to how it really works. So to do the session, we have a gentleman, a very young gentleman, who's a software engineer. And he works in an analytics company, and he believes that we can achieve anything at any age, and heart should always be met. So let's welcome Devraj, who's a general evaluator today.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. I'm Toastmaster Devraj, today general evaluator. Evaluation is important role at any place. As a software engineer, I know the importance of evaluation. My manager, when evaluating my code, then only I can, that is the time actually I learn something. So, I take any industry, food or any industry, the product is evaluated by expert, then only it becomes a better product. And then we cannot easily find out our mistakes. For example, in my office, who are all joining newly, they thought I am a rude guy. Because when I first met them, I started like this, they said. But they thought I'm a real terror piece, but actually I'm a dummy piece, I know. One of my mentors came to me and said, when I first met you, you behave like this. I said, no, not at all. I never behave like this. He told me, go and ask anyone. I went to ask my colleagues, they also said the same. And then I changed my attitude and accept that. So now wherever I go, I keep my face like as Sunil Jose. That's So why I'm telling you is, very few persons only point out mistakes. So evaluation makes a person a better speaker, leader, and writer also. So in Toastmaster gives an important segment in Toastmasters actually. One is tag team, another one is evaluation team. Tag team is a timer, accounter, and grammarian. Today timer is working as cost accountant in Stemcell banking company. When I asked about the theme of the day, she told, how we live matters than how long we live. And I love stands the people. I request Toastmaster Deepa to read out the objects of timers.
Mullah Nazruddin used to come to office very late. His boss was, one day he got angry and shouted at him, "What is your problem, Mullah? Why are you always coming late? In spite of your house is very near to office, why are you coming late?" Mullah Nazruddin also got angry and reverted back that it's only because of you, boss. Why? Because of me? Yeah, boss, you insisted us to not to look at the clock when we are in office. So I don't look at a clock when I am in home also. That's the reason I am coming late. Very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. As timer, I will be helping the speakers practice expressing a thought within a specific time. My duty to time the prepared speeches, table topic speeches and speech evaluations during this meeting. The green card indicates the qualifying time and the yellow card indicates the target time and the red card indicates the maximum time, and you have 30 seconds to finish up. For a 5 to 7 minute speech, I will show the green card at 5 minutes and yellow card at 6 minutes and red card at 7 minutes. You should speak a minimum of 4.3 minutes, 30 minutes to qualify. For evaluators, you have 2 to 3 minutes. The green card is shown at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds and red card at 3 minutes, and you have 30 seconds to finish. For table topics, each speaker is encouraged to speak 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1.3 minutes, 1 minute 30 seconds and red card at 2 minutes. If you speak over time by more than 30 seconds, you will be disqualified and are not eligible for awards. The table topic speaker should speak minimum 1 minute to be qualified. I will report qualifying time when called upon at the end of the meeting. Over to General Evaluator.
And next accountant is newly joined the Toastmaster. He is working as a SAP consultant in Linux for 3 years. When I asked about the theme of the day, he said, if you consider that when number is higher, maturity and confidence level also higher. But he is disagreed with this. A small person have high maturity than highest numbers. So in this case, learning should happen even by seeing a person in small age, because age is just a number. I request Toastmaster to read the objects of accountant.
Very happy afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. The purpose of accounter is to improve our speech patterns and to eliminate the filler words or repetitions which we use in our speech and to improve the flow of our speeches. As an accounter, I feel privileged today, and my roles and responsibilities will be focused on 3 main things. First is filler words. Filler words like inappropriate interjunctions like but, you know, will, which you are using in your speeches which are inappropriate. and then the sounds like which you are using in your speeches. The second thing is inappropriate pauses, like more than 10 or 15 seconds. If you have pauses, I will be noting. And the third thing is repetitions, like fact, correct. So these are repetitions. I will be noting down all these things. I have a typical example. Since this is my first role, I was practicing a snap counter. When I was practicing, I took a video and I was counting all this count, syllables and repetitions. This was a perfect example for me, but a bad example for you all. This is how you should not speak in your speeches. The speech is like, I'll give a pass here. Need a pass. The speech is like, before the speaker speaks, he has 4 R's and 4 O's. This is how he speaks. This is how he starts his speech. And after he introduces his name, he says, my name is Surya. So these are inappropriate pauses, and the repetitions like, hey, come. So these are repetitions. So I will be noting down all the repetitions and syllables, and will be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. Good luck to all the speakers. Over to
Next person is a grammarian. He is working as a product developer in Freshers. And when I asked about the theme of the day, he said, when he was studying in a college, the beautiful senior girls call him as a younger brother. The cute junior girls call him as a elder brother. So he said, age is not just a number. Folks, read it out.
Thanks, Mr. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers and take note of all usages of English language, and also from outstanding users, both sayings and thoughts. And as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is staunch. It's an adjective. It means loyal, trustworthy, dependable. So one of the examples, he has been a staunch supporter of this party or this party through every election. This is just an example, and we should not use for political reasons. Just an example. And I encourage you to use word of the day and also theme of the day in your speeches. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Ingo. So I will talk about the evaluation a little later. I will hand over the podium to TMOD GE.
As you say that age is just a mindset, it's all in your mind. I was just contemplating about it when I gave this topic. Is maturity a given thing? Assuming that somebody is 50 plus or 60 plus, you assume there is maturity. I don't think it's a given. Sometimes I found it in my age or in my experience. I've seen that it works to the contrary. When I first joined a company called Usha International, when I was just 20 years old, I walked into the accounts department and I had so many people who are 15 plus years. And these are all people who have been working there for donkey's years, probably 25 years or 30 years. But you have to get anything done out of them or give any extra work to them, it's very difficult to actually get it done. And I found, in my personal experience, as one of the most immature lots who had worked with me. And after a point of time, maybe after 8 to 9 months, and I could not continue working there, and I left there. But that was a very interesting experience, because then I realized that age is not what you don't assume certain things. Just because a guy is 50 years or 60 years, he doesn't get automatically mature, or he is more seasoned in what he's doing. It all depends on the experience or the nature of the person. I had a friend of mine who lost her father when she was 20 years old. And her mother, she lost her mother as around 19 years old. When I just met her, she was inconsolable. It was way back. And she was very downcast and she was crying all the time. And by the time we had to really make her come out of the depression, it took a lot of time for us to do it. But then she had an younger brother who was nearly 6 to 8 years old. At that point of time, she took a decision that she's going to take all the responsibility for her younger brother and make sure he's settled properly. And I just remember the girl taking on the entire responsibility of her parents, like a single parent, making sure the younger brother was brought up well, educated well, and settled on well. So I think these are two contrary perceptions or two contrary experiences which I have, which probably tells us that age is still a number, and then we can't take certain things for granted. So we have as I was telling, that maturity or wisdom doesn't come automatically. You probably need to work for it. So we have a very interesting session, and we have a whole lot of prepared speeches. I think you guys are just waiting for the prepared speeches to start. So we'll get on to it. We have 5 great speeches today. The first gentleman, he's going to give a CC3 speech. I would like to ask his evaluator Prakash to read out the objectives.
Good afternoon to Toastmasters and future Toastmasters, especially to my target speaker Joshua. He is going to deliver the CC3. The title is Get to the Point. And the objectives are: select a speech topic and determine its general and specific purpose. Organize the speech in a manner that best achieves those purposes. Ensure the beginning, body, and conclusion reinforce the purposes. Project sincerity and conviction and control any nervousness you may feel. The last objective is strive not to use any notes. All the best.
Thank you, evaluator. So today the speaker topic is better till. This gentleman is working in Calcutta for the last 13 years and 13 years, right? And he has been a Toastmaster for 8 months. He has been a very enthusiastic person participating and very much interested in improving himself. So let's call it Joshua, who is going to give us a speech today. Joshua is giving his speech. Joshua, better pill, Joshua.